Let's touch.
Wi-Fi touch.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't. Long time coming, black on the bottom of my feet from running. Cataracts under my eyes from hustling, going from buying and selling to customers. Run up the business, God is my witness. Turn up the sun up from Monday to Sunday. We maxing the limits. My mind running like Tom Cruise on an action movie. Moving the mission, they say that I'm tripping. I've been told I need a vacation. I'm finessing the visit. First class, my feet up high in the air on business. Yeah.
On business, yeah, and TSR Live is from the crib. Welcome to it, roomies. What's happening? I'm one of your hosts, Tone Capone, and let's go ahead and introduce you to these other crazy fools that's on this pod and on this show with me.
Oh, yes. What's up, friends? It's Kiki, your other co-host. And roomies, you know this show is all about you, okay? We at the crib, and so are you. So hop in those comments because we got a lot to discuss.
That's right. What's up, roomies? I'm Zach Boog, and listen, we've got so many different special guests popping in on the show tonight, man. So grab a seat, grab some popcorn. We got a show for you. We're gonna have a good time.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, roomies. You ready? And let's get it. Now, speaking of the roomies and everybody across the country was like, wait a minute, Instagram popped in some new features. We love some new
Man,
features on Instagram. We love them, except for the one thing about sharing your location. People are upset with that. What's going on with that?
Man, all I know is I woke up, Tone, and I saw a map on Instagram, and I could see different people that I follow, their exact location. So
Whoa.
can you imagine if you was out cheating last night and you
yes.
woke up, you know what I'm saying, your baby mama then pulled up to the house because your location was on? It was wild. But what I did learn is that you have to turn your location on and select, like, share my location with your different followers. So a little protection there.
Okay. It ain't no protection. It ain't no protection. You out here by yourself in the wild, y'all. Just throw the damn phone away at this
Period.
point. Delete the app, okay? Because this is craziness, man. What would make Instagram decide they want to locate you?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, other apps have done it though, Zach. Other apps, y'all do it on Snapchat.
But why? I've never understood why. Like why?
I don't turn the location on the iPhone. I don't play that. But I do like having other people's location, if that makes sense.
Yes,
like, I want to know where you at, but I don't want you to know where I'm at.
Coming from you, it makes total sense.
that's toxic.
Hey guys, speaking of technology, be sure, roomies, everybody check out Tubi's new limited series, Damascus. Now, it's a sci-fi comedy exploring identity, technology, and truth, streaming right now on Tubi. We all got a chance to check it out, man. It is a funny show.
Yes, it's a lot happening.
It definitely is. It reminds me, it gives me Atlanta, Twilight Zone, like a lot of that mixed in, but it's a great show.
And Martin is on there too.
Man, Martin plays a character named 40, y'all. And it's amazing. It's just like watching it gave me glimpses of the Martin that we love, that we fell in love with the Martin show. Just as an older man playing a different character, but it was absolutely amazing. I love that show.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
make sure you check it out.
For sure. Make sure you check that out on Tubi. Now, Zach, what is going on, man? We got some stuff happening, man, with the BET Awards, right? Or the Hip Hop Awards.
Yes. BET has announced the suspension of the BET Hip Hop and Awards and the Soul Train Awards. Okay. Now, BET CEO Scott Mills, he came out and said this might have started on linear television, but now I'm going to move it to another space. Now he's considering, do he move it to streaming or does he move it to another platform? How y'all feel about that?
I hate to see this coming. I did not like this announcement. We got to protect the BET Awards at all costs. I love an award show. I like seeing everybody get dressed up, the performances, the red carpet coverage. And I'm not gonna lie, the hip hop awards last year, I felt like, okay, we needed a rebrand. But how the Soul Train Awards catch a straight too? I was really sad about that.
Kiki, let me ask you a real question.
Oh,
What?
here you go. Here you
This is
go.
the real question. I know everybody upset because we
Yes.
love peace and soul.
Yes.
But when the last time we really sat and watched the Soul Train Awards?
Oh, you gotta talk for yourself.
Hey,
I host watch parties for award shows. I love a good award show.
When the
So,
last time?
Zach,
Y'all
the
y'all
Soul
ain't
Train
watched the
Music
Soul Train
Awards
Award.
is a part of our culture, and yeah, it should be. I think personally, it should be for like the artists that will be on adult contemporary radio stations across the country. Those artists, the people that you don't listen to, that you hate now that they older artists. Yeah, that. So you don't watch it. Those of us that appreciate our legends and they paved the way, they should have time to be celebrated. Now the hip hop awards, I always thought that it was different. I think the hip hop awards just need to be merged into the BET awards. Period. No more hip hop awards. Keep some ciphers. To keep a couple ciphers and merge it in there. Because I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. Hip hop awards. I ain't mad at that. I think merge in with BET awards.
Yeah, I feel like the hip hop awards just used to come on. They ain't give us a date or nothing. It just used to come on. I checked the day room the next day, like, damn, I missed the BET Hip Hop Awards. So if it was anyone that had to go, it was that one. But I hate to see this happen. But it just shows where we at with the streaming world.
I'm gonna let y'all act like y'all watch the Soul Train Awards. I'm gonna let y'all have that. I know y'all ain't watched it.
You just don't respect R&B. Anyway.
I love R&B.
Then you will love seeing them perform, right?
I just don't. People have not. It hasn't been a marquee show in a while. I understand the history of it, but they let it go probably because people weren't watching it.
What else you want to cancel?
What else?
Y'all.
What else?
Y'all lies.
Roomies, let us know in the comment section. Are you sad or are you like Zach and just evil? But anyway, let's get on to this, man. Beyonce shook the world this week as she normally does because she dropped a new collaboration with Levi. Have you guys seen the photo? She looks amazing. Of course, the Beehive went crazy with excitement, and other folks began to throw Beyonce into this whole denim conversation with the American Eagle jean. I don't know if you saw the controversy that happened with Sydney Sweeney coming out saying she got good jeans, and people were upset. But folks started comparing the ads, and then Megyn Kelly labeled Beyonce as artificial and fake. Then Piers Morgan pulled up and entered the chats and claimed Beyonce was culturally appropriating Marilyn Monroe. Now, looking at this photo of Beyonce right here, fellas, what do you think about Piers's comments?
I'm gonna tell you, I don't like looking at Beyonce like that. That's that man's wife. She is in. Whoo, that's smoking right there. Like I didn't see any cultural appropriating. I saw fine. That's what I saw. You know what I mean? And I just think that they just picking at it. I don't get the whole pick at Beyonce thing. Like and white America has culturally appropriated black people for years, and that's just a fact.
Clock it.
All right, I agree with you, Tone. But Beyonce, last time you sold his jeans, they was House of Darion. Okay, and y'all getting mad. I get it because you don't attack the queen, and I totally agree with that. But are y'all really gonna support a Beyonce collab, or is it gonna be another Beyonce collab that's here today and gone tomorrow? Y'all always excited the first week Beyonce tell y'all something coming out. Then next thing you know, it's in Marshalls. So get y'all, ladies, y'all get y'allself together. Y'all want to jump on people, but are y'all gonna support it? You did it with the Adidas collab. It sold out immediately. Then y'all ain't care about it no more. And that's the same thing gonna happen to these jeans. You're gonna find I'm telling you, it's gonna be somewhere separate in Marshall. Where you somewhere somewhere in Ross, Marshall.
Zach, you are not wrong. You are not wrong in that. I will give you that. If it's anything I want to tell the queen, is just make it easy for us to get. You know what I'm saying? Make it
Okay.
easy for us to get, girl. I hope you got a plus size line. Just send me a link, Beyonce. I order a little pair of the jeans, but it just seems
Kiki,
like a lot of her stuff be kind of hard to get sometimes.
Kiki,
What?
y'all find y'all way to Beyonce tickets. Them hard to get, and y'all don't miss a show.
Now you're
Okay,
not wrong. You're not wrong.
y'all don't be wanting that Beyonce stuff.
What
Just
happened to
tell the
Ivy
truth.
Park? Or what was that? That y'all didn't
Ivy
y'all
Park, it just don't be hitting
Ivy Park was dope. Now I'm
for
not gonna
2
let you do that.
weeks. For
I'm not
2 weeks,
gonna. Okay, you know
Beyonce
what,
stuff
Zach?
lasts the summer.
You right. You're not wrong. So Beehive, we gotta prove him wrong. Let's support our girl. Go get the whiskey. Go get the jeans. Get the perfume. Get the hair care products. Sis is pushing everything at this point. I'm a support my girl. I got
Okay,
$10,
man.
Beyonce.
I think Zach's got another debate for us to talk crazy
Yeah,
about. Remember, Roomies always join the show, but it's some more crazy that's happening, right, Zach?
yeah, man. Trick Daddy, right? He recently
Uh-oh.
joined the Nene Leaks podcast, and he says women over 35 expectations are too high. Check this out.
Maybe you and one or two other women, right? I'm not attracted to no women over 35 years old.
You're not?
No.
Well, honey, I know you are attracted to me, honey.
But y'all standards are too high. Y'all are too emotional. Y'all are damaged good from past
I am
relationship.
not damaged.
You don't even realize you're damaged. You see.
Trick Daddy and Nene is a
Uh-oh.
great show, though.
I ain't gonna lie. I
I
am
got
only I'm here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to hear what Kiki got to say about Trick Daddy.
Listen, no disrespect to the OG, but y'all know how I feel when it comes to Trick Daddy always bashing women. Like, sir, anybody waking up to you has lowered her standards, and she's not expecting much out of life right now. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's no disrespect, but if you gotta stop these conversations, because come on now. Like, to say that about women over 35 and you sitting there at your very big age.
I ain't gonna lie though. He wrong like over 35, maybe like 45. But like 35, well, y'all in y'all late 30s, that's a sweet spot for y'all, man. Swiping what? That's everything is y'all done getting y'all AAA on. Brunches ain't really like I like
Yeah.
That's a good
I,
age, Trick Daddy.
yeah, Trick Daddy need to get him a good church going seasoned freak woman. You know what I'm saying? That cook, be nasty, all that. Them women are over 35, 36. The women in their 20s, they don't even clean themselves good.
Oh.
House dirty. House dirty. Have a little stench. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even got their life together yet. You need you a good woman know how to soak, take a bath.
Exactly. But
Oh
that's what
my
he likes,
God.
clearly.
Let's go ahead and bring in our next guest, man, and talk about this denim on denim debate. All right, roomies, I want you to welcome the hosts of Accidentally Informed, Erica Cobb and Claudia Jordan. What's up, ladies?
What's up, everybody? Hello, the Shade Room. Hi.
What's
Hey.
happening?
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
What's up?
can y'all hear me okay? I got this microphone. I think it's trash. I don't know. I'm still, after 100 years in the business, still trying to get the right microphone. I got to get it together eventually. So.
Yeah, you got to get the good mic.
Oh, I tried the Shure mic. Okay, anyways. Hi.
We hear you.
Hey, where Erica at? We gave Erica that great intro. She coming in?
She commented. I think she had a different link because she sent me the link and I was waiting in the waiting room and it wasn't working. Then I got this new one from AL. So
Okay.
technology. How's
That's
everybody
all
doing?
good.
How's everybody doing today?
Doing good.
Good. Welcome to the show, Queen.
Thank you
Welcome.
so much. Thank you. I hope to laugh. I had a rough week this week. So my cat of 20 years, I had to put her to sleep yesterday.
Oh,
And
dang.
No.
she was on Atlanta Housewives with me. She's been my, right next to me, like through so many important things in my life. So anyone that's a pet owner, the pain of losing your pet. And there was no fight left. So I had to do it. It was so hard, but also, she's not in pain anymore. But yeah. Anybody here a pet owner? Y'all pet owner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, everybody.
I had a pet, but my ex took it when we broke up.
Oh
I miss you.
no.
I
Yeah, he
miss you,
lost his
Kaiser. I
pet.
miss you. I
Oh
lost my
no.
Yeah.
dog.
You didn't try to get custody of the dog. You
Man,
have
I ain't fight it. I ain't fight it. I ain't fight it. Everybody
You
had to
ain't
You know
go.
fight for
what?
custody.
I miss him though.
that is
You
Has
you
crazy.
anybody
do
has
you ever
anybody
just stop by and pick them up, Tom?
Nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
see?
you
So
a
now
deadbeat.
you have no
All right.
control of the narrative. She could be like, "Your daddy doesn't want to even see you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
I'm a
control.
deadbeat dog dad. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
before Erica jumps in, Claudia, you've seen this debate. I know you've been seeing it all over social media about Beyonce. What do you think about all of this?
Wait, which debate?
The debate about Beyonce culturally appropriating Marilyn Monroe. Now, you know, they had Piers Morgan, they had her, they were all talking about it, saying that what she was doing is just kind of race baiting in a sense.
I love that the whites have tried to turn around what they've done to us for years, and now they've tried to got you. Like they try to make white face a thing. Get all the way the fuck out of here with this. I'm not. No,
Mm.
absolutely not. Not when they had cultures appropriate from us first on everything, and then if we do a tribute to some of the greats or are inspired by now they want their own N word so bad, and this is just more of the same in my book. I think they're still mad that Beyonce hopped in the country genre and killed it, had the highest grossing country tour in history at over $400 million, something crazy, right? And
Mhm.
they're still mad about that. They want to change the rules. So no.
Yeah.
Sit down, white people. Sit down.
So in agreement. Erica, what's up? Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Sorry, I was on the other side of the fence, apparently.
That's all good.
See how
It's
good her
all, it's
microphone
all
sounds?
good. Welcome. Do you want to jump in on that, what we were just talking about?
Well, obviously, I agree with Claudia. Being in this space where we talked about cultural appropriation in mainstream media through the lens of really daytime talk, people seemingly have this confusion that they want to really subscribe to as to why it's okay for Black people, but it's not okay for white people. And this is a prevailing sentiment. And the idea that we start to just completely dismiss historical context as to why it was important for us to develop these spaces, to cultivate these spaces, to be more protective of each other than most. That's really the heart of the issue. And at the end of the day, it's all dog whistles and things that are telling us to look over here when really we need to be paying attention over here.
She
Well
said that so
said.
much more eloquently when I just want to
Yes.
tell them to go fuck themselves.
We need that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have balance here. We have balance.
Yes.
That was balance, yeah.
That was balanced, definitely
Yeah.
balanced. I was like, she said that so good. I was gonna say,
Everyone
man,
got quiet. Everybody was like, listen to the teacher. They was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah.
Teach him, Erica. Teach him, girl. Now, I got to get the take from both of you ladies because, Claudia, I know you were trending when this conversation took place on social media, but we got to talk about the Deion Sanders and Carucci friendship or soft launch, whatever it is. Do you know what's really going on with this, Claudia? Are they together?
I don't really know. I thought what everybody else thought, and I was
Okay.
reacting like everybody else did. Like I don't have any insight. Like I don't talk to. I used to be around Dion when Dion and Tracy and I and my ex-boyfriend, we would double date. We've gone to dinner before. Like I've been around him. We did a pilot for a show back in the day. I'm very familiar with Deion Sanders. Like he did my show in Dallas, so we cool. And I love Tracy. I don't really know Carucci. I've seen her in passing. I think she's a beautiful girl. I seen what you guys seen. I saw her in the hospital room crying. But here's the thing: people want to call me messy, but I'm not the one who put the video out there. Who filmed her crying in the hospital bed, in the hospital room? Okay, they put that out there. When you put stuff like that out there, it's going to cause the audience to speculate and have an opinion. Now, I want to clarify about what I said about Tracy saying something to Carucci. She saw her.
Are they friends?
They are. I would consider them friends. I would, but I'm not Tracy. But Tracy and her were very cool. They work together. They've definitely been very friendly. They've gone to lunch. They've done that. And I don't think you have to be friends with someone to give someone a heads up, especially if you work with someone. Like we work together and we cool. You still know there's nothing wrong with it if it's all done the up and up. What's wrong with it? And read between the lines, people. Why do you think Tracy was asking her? That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Tracy's never been messy. Tracy has never been messy. Tracy has, and and Tracy has never been messy. She's never been starting with anyone. She's not out there. She's a girl's girl. She's very supportive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I will say this, I don't even know Karrueche to be messy. I don't think Karrueche's a messy person either. I think she's a beautiful girl. I want to see Karrueche in a good place. I was just trying to give advice on a bigger picture. There's nothing wrong with girls, women giving each other heads up. Hey girl, it's uncomfortable to talk to you about this. We are kind of talking. You can downplay it, but like to just say no. And then I'd hate to hear about something on the internet when I've been cordial with you. I've given you a job. I work with you. I've been rooting for you. You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
Now-
but do you think that maybe the question at the time when you asked it was a no, or when she was asked it was no, but then later a relationship formed?
No, I think it was a yes then.
Period.
All right.
This is my
Erica, what do you think? What do you
my
think, Erica?
Well,
Let's hear you.
You know, on our podcast, Accidentally Informed, we try to do a very balanced conversation. And this is a jumping off point. Like we're using pop culture moments in order to have bigger conversations. And to Claudia's point, yes, if you are in community with someone, and it doesn't necessarily, because I've seen some of the comments that said Karrueche didn't owe Tracy an explanation or owe her any of this. And I don't know any of them personally. I only know, Tracy peripherally through Claudia
we all hung out in Vegas on my birthday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely person. But I think the conversation remains the same. I think when we as women do not communicate on intention or communicate on what's happening in situations like this, I do understand everyone doesn't have that type of dynamic. But if you had a good relationship with someone, I would suggest doing that, because for as much as women want to say that men keep things secret and they're having this whole totally different life on the other side, you are contributing to that. Like, there's nothing wrong with the idea of saying, like, this isn't, I just want to give you a heads up. It's really, I'm going to be honest, I'm doing this to be a good person. You can say that if you want, but this is my man now. And we're moving on. You're the past and I'm the present. Now, I wouldn't suggest saying it like that, but I mean,
that hurt me.
it would be, but it would be nice to know, because the other side of the equation is you're clearly out. People know this, and we don't know what's happening behind the scenes as for this former couple. So you're kind of putting her in a precarious situation as well to look like she's dumb.
And
I want to tell you, first of all, Erica, before I crash out, I would like to run all of my crash out material by you so you can give me a better way to say it. For sure. But I mean, for me, looking at it just from what we all saw and the things that we kind of know, things that Claudia mentioned, I don't know if that's a good idea to date your boss's ex. I don't know if that keeps you working. I mean, we are human beings in a sense, and I mean, does she want to be in an uncomfortable situation? Does Tracy want to put Karrueche on a project knowing that her ex is going to be around and she's with somebody? That just makes things uncomfortable, and it won't feel good. So I don't know if that's going to limit her working with Tracy.
I just want to know when y'all gonna stop. This is all, to me, very, very childish. When I think of Coach Prime, I see Coach Prime. That's a grown man. She was married to Dion. She wasn't married to Coach Prime. This a whole different person. Okay. And I think at what age do we get where we don't have to be like, oh, you gotta tell me you messing with this person and this person because you was around this person. Like, I mean,
Zach, you
I think
tweaking.
the age is about common law marriage. If they've been together long enough to be considered common law married, I would say that it deserves a conversation. But I would like to go back to the point that you were making in terms of the industry component of it. We all know how small this industry actually is. And I think it would behoove a lot of people to be mindful about interpersonal relationships and how you're engaging and moving about the cabin. That's just kind of like professional 101. So I think you're absolutely right. I'm not saying that anyone would necessarily retaliate in this particular situation, but this is a case study because it's all about relationships.
And also, I want to add that when you're with someone for 12 years, right? And you're engaged, that's not just like a fly-by-night type of thing. Like we were just kicking it. You know what I mean? Like if you think that either feelings on either side just evaporated when they broke up, you're wrong. And sometimes breakups, they linger. Sometimes someone's still reaching. Now, before y'all run with it and say, Claudia said, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm speaking in general terms. Sometimes someone's still hitting someone up, or maybe there's a thought of reconciliation. You don't know that. We don't know that. So maybe is it a world that maybe like there was that, or maybe, maybe she had thought about him, or maybe he had reached out, or maybe she wanted to like clear girl code. Who knows? I'm just saying that like there's a grace period. And, when they broke up, it wasn't that long considering compared to the time they were together. And I got to also say this. I'm not confirming a relationship between Deion Sanders and Karrueche because I don't know. And they very well may not be, but like we all know, we're on the media. You know how something's gonna look like. If I get caught in a picture with someone and I know it might look a certain way, I'm probably gonna hit the girl up on a DM or a text and be like, hey, this thing's about to come out. I don't want you to think I was lying before. I know it looks a certain way, but it's not. Does Karrueche owe Tracy? No, she doesn't. But would it be nice if we can stop moving like that? I tell you what, when men are on sports teams and they share a girl and they're not even friends, but they homies, so they're on the same team, a lot of times they'll give a heads up, hey, player, that used to be me. And they let each other know. And I just feel like women should maybe do that a little bit too. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's not going to hurt anybody.
Y'all will recall on the game that was considered the good girl list. Y'all remember that from the game?
Oh, yeah, that was a time. That was a time indeed. But you know what? It will all come out because everything done in the dark gonna come out in the light. Okay, when you're moving weird, it's always gonna come back to you. So let's get on to this game. Zach, you want to take us to the game?
Yes, we're getting ready to play a game, and it's fitting. It's called Cringe or Not. Okay.
I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this interview. I always get in trouble every time I do something with y'all. I'm gonna get in trouble. I already know.
But that's why we love you, Claudia, because you just give it to me straight. You
gonna keep it a buck.
You don't know how to, you don't know how to
no grace. They don't give me no passes. They be like, Claudia, she did that. I'm like, damn, I
want to know. So I'm gonna give you guys a few questions, and it's very simple. Just tell me if this makes you cringe or it doesn't. Okay.
Okay.
Terrence J, who is 41, he is marrying his 25-year-old fiance. Is that cringe or not?
I think I'm not going to say cringe.
Okay.
16 years. No, but just don't be mad when a girl does it. That's all I have to say. Stop being so hard on the girls that do it.
25 is a wild age to marry anybody, man or female. It's a wild age. It's still some AAA in there. I can look at it. He ready to chill. She 25. You're gonna have to deal with young women problems.
And 25. I mean, it's an age difference. But is he a young 41 or is he I'm ready to sit at the house type of 41? Because I was still outside at 41. I had a lot of energy. Not anymore though. I don't.
I mean, 40. I mean, that's the thing. The 40 part I get, but it's just like I think a 25-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman, they got some more life to live a little bit, at least early 30s. But
Tone, we hear all the time. We hear all the time about how women mature faster than men, and are ready faster than men. So I don't know I don't think it's nothing illegal going on, and they seem happy. I don't see any like, how you see people doing stuff and they doing the most. Like they quiet. They're quiet. They not on the scene. They just doing their thing. I don't see nothing
this is
wrong.
how I say it, Zach. This is how I say it, and this is when I say she just got a little more life to live. She hasn't experienced much, and this not a cringy moment. Just I'm gonna keep it a buck. 10 years ago, he was 31. 10 years ago, she had homework.
Oh, when you say it like that.
Now, when you put it like that, Tom Capone, let's move on to the next one, Zach, please.
Because why Tone make it cringy?
He really
did. He did.
Yeah.
I was ready to rock with it. Like I was supportive. Like, oh no, that's okay, Terrence J. I'm not mad. Then you said homework. Ooh.
Oh God, yeah.
That was
all right. Okay, cringe or not? Dudes with no socks on when they are not at the pool or beach, just out there, toes out.
If we have good feet, I'm going to say not cringe. Now, if they look like they've been, they're
Erica like them freaky.
story.
Yeah.
He likes some open toed
Yeah.
shoes,
Okay.
some jeans and slippers, girl.
I'm not honestly. I don't know what it is. Feet don't bother me, but unless they look like they just came back marching from Zion, it doesn't bother me.
I'm not a fan of feet, and for years I got teased about my feet, which I did have the surgery. They're cute now, so y'all can stay up my top. I don't have those corns anymore, and they never were as bad as they were in that picture. That was doctored, y'all. I'm not a fan of feet. Like, you can't sit in my bed with your feet out, like, unless we are very intimate. You are my man, my man, my man. I do, like, if you're my friend, come over and take your shoes off and socks and be on my bed. No, I'm not a big fan of feet. Especially if you get them black toenails and that's a badge of honor because I used to play ball. I'm so sick of that Al Bundy thing that men do. I played ball. Okay, everyone played ball in 5th grade. We all played kickball. Okay?
Fix your feet.
Let it go.
Kiki, what about you?
I like a man in an open toe sandal because I feel like if you wear an open toe sandal, you real rich. That's a rich man. The hood dudes ain't putting on the open toes. I want me a nice rich man with a pedicure. So I'm not bothered by this at all. And Ruby, let us know what you think too in the comments.
All right. Okay, cringe or not, this new limited edition breast milk flavored ice cream.
Disgusting.
Yes.
Cringe.
They said it's gonna be like sweet, slightly salty with hints of honey. There it is. Breast milk ice cream.
Hints of honey is
cringe on so many levels because it's overtly glorified fetishism. I don't. What was the purpose?
Right.
What's the purpose?
I think we all agree on this one. America is freaked out. This is a freaked out, cringy moment.
I'm so sick of humans right now. I need the aliens to just come and just blow this thing up. I'm sick of it. Like, how did this get past all the production meetings they had? Someone had to pitch this, and someone said, "Todd, I think that's a great idea. Let's check the numbers." They looked into this.
They say it's not really no breast milk in it, though.
It's just breast milk flavored. But why are we doing this?
Exactly. It's freaked out. They had freak offs. Let's move on. Now, Claudia, we talking about breast milk. I got to ask you about this because I saw you support your friend, Miss Darlene. And, she's been going through a little situation with Michael Blackson. They had a baby boy and posted about it. She was going through postpartum. And like a girl's girl, you always show love. How is she doing? Is she okay?
No, she's not.
Okay.
She's not. She's having a hard time going through postpartum. She had kids early in her life. She was married, and to have another child like this later in the game, this late in the game, you already have in a weird place hormonally. You know what I mean? Like, it's different this time around, and she's also way more public now, and people are very mean in the comments sometimes. So I support Rada 100%. I just wanted to put like an appreciation post up for her because let me tell you about Rada. She has everyone's back but her own. She supports everyone else before herself. She's the most selfless person I know. She loves Michael to death. And anyone that thinks that she's there for money or anything like that, they are grossly wrong. This woman loves him. And, she's just, her emotions are all over the place. She's going through postpartum and she's expressed it, and it got turned into such a negative against her. And then people were piling on top of that, making it worse for her. So that is someone I'm very protective over. And it will be no Rada slander in front of me. So I'd be in the me, I'd be in the comments. Like, fuck you, girl, and let me see you. And where's your, I go up for mine. And I love Rada. Rada, I love you if you're watching. She's so supportive. So please, everybody, send her love. She's having a difficult time with postpartum, which is very normal if you're a mom.
Can we just have a blanket statement? When did it become okay to go after women after they just gave birth? I mean, we have really reached a new low on this. The idea, she's clearly showing her child, who is just like a month or two old.
Yes.
I mean, women can go up through postpartum for a year or two after they give birth. And it's a very scary place to be. a lot of women don't make it through. So the idea that people felt like it was okay to come for her on social media is just gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, please tell her we are sending her lots
that's
of
nasty.
love, Claudia. We are sending her. Tell her we're sending her lots of love and support this way. Dealing with all of that.
For sure.
She's a little
That's just
frozen.
that was I didn't even like hearing about somebody, because we all know that postpartum, those of us that got children, that's just one of them things, unexplainable things that happen to women that you got to support them in, no matter how long that goes on.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead, ladies. Let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk a little accidentally informed options. All right. Now we're gonna give you some options, but you can only choose one. All right. Now
Okay.
this is for
Hopefully
both of you
Claudia
guys.
comes back.
Well,
This is for
Claudia's
both
still
of you.
frozen.
You have to pick a third host for accidentally informed. Who are you picking between Stephen A. Smith or Shannon Sharp?
Who you got, Skip?
Oh, my Lanta. You know what? I'm going to pick Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has a how do I say this? He has a sensibility about him that's very common with a lot of people in my circle. He has this ability to be messy, and he gives me like Housewives of Bravo vibes. And I like that type of personality. I think that he would fit in very well on our show as the adversarial opinion.
That's hilarious.
Y'all keep calling this man housewifey. That is the top guy in sports, ladies. He is talking about the sports drama and gives it a I guess gives it life. I'm a Stephen A. fan, so you know what
That's
I
a
mean.
true
Like y'all
housewife.
keep calling this man housewifey.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Okay.
Okay, come on.
First of all, we talk about reality television. So this all stems from the Michelle Obama clip about how ESPN is very similar to Real Housewives or reality TV. And so the response to be so viscerally upsetting, that means that there's a hierarchy. Why is there a hierarchy? Because it's sports versus reality TV. Like at the end of the day, Steven is a commentator. He is talking about pop culture and sports. So that makes him no different than the commentary that's being talked about here or any place else that we're having conversations about reality shows. Michelle Obama didn't say anything to disparage him. He took it as an insult because he's sensitive. That's why he took it as an insult. What? No, what?
Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go
men
ahead, girl.
can't say
Yes.
nothing. We
Stephen A.
complain about what, and we sassy, we
Ste-
sensitive, we whatever else start with an S. The man, he talks about his fame, Erica, is based off of his take on sports. He really just recently started the podcast where he starts talking about pop culture. And to be honest with you, when he talks about pop culture, it's terrible. It's terrible. That's why he had his nephew come on, because his take on it. Now, sports, he's got a full handle on it. And it's just sports does have a level of WWE in it, a level of entertainment aspect. These storylines that come out and they discuss it. I think where the housewife part comes in, it does feel a little crazy, a little crazy saying that in that way. But I think with but Michelle Obama is saying because of the arguments, the debate, and the arguments
The
that they go back and forth.
theatrics.
That's what I think that's where it comes from.
Can I just interject here? So
Please.
Stephen A. Smith was fantastic in sports, and just like Shannon Sharp, fantastic in sports, and should have stayed there. Both of them. All the problems started when they got into. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, where you're actually great. Shannon, you would have saved $23 million. And Stephen A. Smith. First of all, let me give you props about something. When Melissa Ford was going through her accident, I set up a GoFundMe. He looked out, and I know he spread the word and also made a nice donation to her. I hope that's not That's not putting him on blast. I'm actually giving him props for helping someone that I don't even think he even knows that well like that. And I just thought that was very kind of him. So I'm not disparaging him. I think he's good. Like, he's great in that sports world. But this is the same Stephen A. Smith that had a lot of negative stuff to say about, Kamala Harris, and wants to get into the political realm. I think Black women right now, we are kind of at our wits' end. We have no patience for anyone coming for our heroes right now. There's very few things for us to have pride in right now, to be proud of, and there's very little hope right now. So we don't really want to hear, like, right now, I'm sorry, Michelle Obama could do no wrong. But Stephen A. Smith, if you are serious about stepping into the political realm, if you think, because there's talk about him wanting to run for office, if you think Michelle Obama's light jab about comparing your show to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you ain't seen nothing yet when you get into how bitch-assy politics has become. It is a whole new level of ghetto, of sassiness, of bitchiness, of self-hatred, of cooning, fuckery. If you think that was light work, you are not going to make it in a debate. If Michelle Obama has you that rattled, they're going to come for your hairline, your dating history, your lack of a wife. They're going to come for everything negative or anything off color you've ever said. And Stephen A. Smith, that was nothing. And I don't think Michelle Obama hates you. She likes the Housewives. She watches the show, but she has a point about the fussing and fighting. And maybe he thought that was emasculating. I could see that.
I don't know why y'all call it fussing and fighting. I think that's the disconnect for men watching it, because we look at it. We grew up in barbershop culture. And in barbershop culture, we grew up on sports debates. That's what you did. It was a debate about sports. This person's better than this person, Michael Jordan versus LeBron. It's just, it's almost, debating is almost like a sport to us. You know what I'm saying? There's high schools that have debate as a sport. You know what I'm saying? So he started off as a beat journalist, as a beat writer, and, has a career and things. And it's to be compared to a housewife. I just felt like, he felt tried. I see why.
He felt tried. But he tries people every day, though. He tries people every day.
I get that too. I get
I
that too.
listened to the entire interview, Michelle Obama's podcast. And I will tell you, she came in at a 2. It was not attacking him. His name came up, but it was not an attack. So when he responded that way, where he was clearly heated, he was bringing an Uzi to a knife fight. It was just completely unnecessary. And what I didn't like, and the reason why he got so much smoke, was how he politicized that. There was nothing political about what Michelle Obama said, but he utilized that moment in order to talk politics about her and Barack Obama. He positioned himself. And who are you positioning yourself to impress, sir? Because the way that it came across, it was very anti-Obama administration, all over the idea that he was compared, or his show was compared, to a reality TV show. It just came off real dirty. I didn't like it.
That's a fair comment.
That's fair.
I love it.
Stephen A. Smith, until you do right by Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris and the Obama family, that hairline will continue to move back 1 inch every single year for the rest of your life.
There it is.
You done put a root on them, Claudia. Now, why you rooting people? Tell everybody, tell all the roomies how they get cash accidentally informed. Please, let's go.
Accidentally Informed is every Wednesday on YouTube Live at 5 p.m. Central. So you can join us and the informers there. We have a really great time. We have all of your favorites come and spill the trending tea. So we're keeping this train going.
Absolutely. Ladies, thank you so much. You've been an absolute joy to have on the show, like always. Welcome. And Erica, you come on back too with that smooth voice.
I absolutely will. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Erica, what kind of couch wall that is behind you?
It's an upholstery. I had the upholstery done in here to get the sound down. I was doing voiceover at the time, so
that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. I got to get one.
We get it.
Okay.
That's right, girl. Get that money.
She sounds so smooth too. Like, it's, again, night and day right here. So Erica's carrying us. Thank you, Shaven. We appreciate y'all so much for having us on. Thank you.
Thanks for joining, ladies. And now we done brought up politics, fellas, so let's get right into it. Let's talk some TSR politics. Texas House Republicans continue to fail to reach a quorum as dozens of Democrats have left the state in protest over Republicans' plans to give themselves an advantage ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. Now, Speaker Dustin Burrows said lawmakers will try to establish a quorum again on Friday. But joining us to discuss is Texas Democrat lawmakers Jolanda Johnson and Ron Reynolds. Let's welcome them to the show.
Hey.
Hey there.
How y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Jolanda Jones.
Jolanda Johnson. Okay, Jones. I'm so sorry about that.
Jones.
So sorry about that. Thank you guys for joining the show. But, now that you're here, please educate our roomies who may not know, what is a quorum?
A quorum is the amount of people it takes. A quorum is the amount of people it takes to conduct business in the House. In the Texas House of Representatives, there are 150 of us. It takes 100 of us before we can do anything. So if we get ghosts like we did, where they don't have 100 because there's only 88 Republicans, so they need 12 Democrats. So we got up out of there. That's a quorum.
Okay.
So they can't take care of no business. We stopped all of that. So without our presence, they couldn't throw this damn racist redistricting bill down our throats. That's the bottom line right there.
And let me tell you, they real in their feelings right now. I heard y'all talking about Real Housewives and stuff like that and Stephen A. Smith. Let me be clear. The Republicans are whining like Stephen A. Smith, okay?
Oh.
They overreacted. Let me be clear.
No,
I'm sick of them, see, because it's 88 of them and there's 62 of us. So 62 ain't gonna never beat 88. But guess what? Your 88 ain't gonna get to step on us because we smart enough to know to get up out of there. So they whining so much. I need some grapes. I need some salami. I need some cheese to go with all that whining. They just got a whole charcuterie board. But guess what? We not playing with them. We laughing right now, but this is serious. If they pass those racist maps, trust and believe, life is going to be way worse for Black people. So we're going to stay gone as long as we need to stay gone and get our reinforcement. I said it, I meant it, I didn't stop.
You said, except one thing, it ain't Stephen A. Smith. They whining like Keith Sweat, y'all. That's the kind of whining them Republicans doing right now.
Not Keith Sweat, they call it stray.
Everybody.
Keith Sweat, Stephen A. Boy, Shade Room Live is whoa.
The rest are coming in hot. Y'all coming in hot. I love it.
Okay, I got something for Representative Reynolds. This week, Texas Republicans voted for the arrest of those that fled in an attempt to block the plan to redraw the electoral boundaries. Now, the FBI might get involved. Is this what's happening legal at all? Are y'all anybody in a jam?
Well, let me be clear. Let me say this. And Jolanda's the criminal defense lawyer, so she might have a good, legal jargon for you. But let me tell it to you straight. They really trying to lock our Black ass up and put us back in the state of Texas so they can make quorum. They really are putting the feds in our life on some nonsense. So not only did our attorney general say that we need to be hunted down like animals, like we're prey, like they want to come literally hunt us down. Yesterday at our hotel, we had a bomb threat. Like, you can't make this stuff up, y'all. This is not a movie. This is real. So now when they don't have jurisdiction in Texas because the Texas Rangers can't come to another state, one of our senators, John Cornyn, wrote a letter to the FBI head, Kash Patel, and say, I want y'all's involvement because we need to get their ass back to Texas so we can get this business done. So President Trump said, yeah, you got the approval. So now we got the FBI, the feds in our life, as well as the Texas folks. So the situation is real. We have the threat of arrest. This is unprecedented. I believe it's unconstitutional. But we will see, because the Supreme Court is in the pockets of Trump. I don't have any confidence in the courts. I don't have any confidence in our government in terms of the people running our government because they think they're kings and above the law. So we are doing everything we can to fight in spite of the odds that we maybe end up going to jail.
But let me say this. I'm a lawyer for 30 years. So when they sitting up there and they bumping their gums, they lying. When their lips moving, they're lying. They said we committed felonies. The Texas Penal Code covers felonies in the state of Texas. There is no felony for what they're saying we did. But they saying that because they trying to scare people, except for I ain't scared. We ain't scared. Also, when they issue subpoenas in Texas, the range is between like 150 and 200 miles. So if you at one end of Texas and it's a subpoena in the bottom end of Texas, they can't come get you. And normally federal agencies don't get involved unless it's a federal question. This is not a federal question. They trying to starve us. They trying not to pay us. They don't want us to be able to pay our staffs. And they think that if they do that, then we will come back there running with our tails between their legs. Except for I'm from the hood. If you ever listen to rap, you heard of Third Ward. I'm from Third Ward. I'm from the bottom part of Third Ward, not the bougie part of Third Ward. They can't do nothing to make me scared. And while people weren't paying attention to North Carolina, in 2024, the Republicans did a racist redistricting where they cracked and packed the Black community to steal 3 seats. It is not a coincidence that in DC, Trump has a 3 Republican lead because they stole those seats. So guess what? Texas ain't about to be North Carolina in no way, shape, fashion, or form. And if they think by not paying us, if they think by sicking the police on us, that we going to come back there with our tails between our legs, let me be clear. Yesterday was a 60-year anniversary of the Voting Rights Act, where we used to have to pay a poll tax. We used to have to guess how many beans were in the basket. People were getting lynched and people were getting hosed by fire hoses, and they were getting bit, and our kids were getting bitten by dogs. We ain't going back to that. Not under my watch if I can help it. So we came in, we started this laughing because I did sort of enjoy y'all's conversation. But this is serious, and we need for y'all to support us. We need, because we, again, they have cut off our money. They have the police, so we like literally are in hiding. But you know what? If you want to go to war with me, right? I'm going to give you guerrilla war, okay? You're not going to know I'm coming. I'm going to be hiding. I'm not just about to walk there. And so I'm sick of this, and I miss my family. I'm a new grandmother. I miss my grandbaby. But you know what? As sad as I am not to be around my grandbaby, I know I got to do this for her because I need for her to live in a better world. She can go back to what Dr. King got assassinated for, Malcolm X got assassinated for, Medgar Evers got assassinated for. I got to fight for my grandbaby, so I'm going to have to be okay with FaceTiming her because this is real serious, y'all. It don't get more serious. It's as serious as a heart attack.
And if I could just add really quickly that this is not a drill. Some people think, oh, it can't be that bad. Project 2025, y'all, stuff got real. We're seeing in real time why elections matter. And some people keep saying, well, we waiting on the next Malcolm X, the next Obama, the next Rosa Parks, John Lewis. They ain't no reinforcements coming. We're the ones. If it is to be, it's up to me. So we got to stop waiting for the next savior. The cavalry ain't coming. We got to be the one. It is up to us to take the baton that we've been handed and press forward so that we don't go back to shackles and Jim Crow era of the South. So I'm hoping that this is a real alarm that we can sound out to everybody, that everything ain't good, that some folks want to make America great again by taking our Black bodies back. And that's what I wanted to say.
And getting rid of our representation. Let me be clear. Everybody know who Jasmine Crockett is. They literally, we only have 4 Black seats in Texas. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're trying to take away 2 of them. 1 in the Houston area, 1 in the Dallas area. They literally have pitted Jasmine Crockett against Mark Vesey, who's the other Black congressman. In Houston, they pitted Al Green against a seat that Sheila Jackson Lee held. So if they take those 2 seats, Black people ain't gonna have no representation. And so this is serious. This is racist. And when you talk about this and when you educate your viewers, because I know y'all touch a lot of people and they listen to you. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say this one more again. That's Ebonics if you don't speak Ebonics. North Carolina is what gave President Trump the ability to pass that horrible bill. And who the hell ever thought that a backpack that used to cost, I don't care, it's hateful too. But whatever, you used to could get a backpack for $15. That costs $50 now. Eggs don't make no sense how much they cost. People can't afford gas. People can't keep no jobs. Who knew that they would literally be deporting U.S. citizens and separating families? They did that during the slavery times. They took us away from our families. Y'all, this is history repeating itself. And we better pay attention. We better pay attention. And let me be clear. If you remain silent, then you are on the side of the oppressor. Sometimes in life, you got to stand up. And I always said, man, I wish I was around when they were marching across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, because I know I would have been marching. I wish I was around when they were doing the Montgomery bus boycott, which people think it was like a day or 2 days. It was over a year. People had to figure out how to get to work. So people saying, how long can y'all stay gone? Well, hell, I can stay gone as long as they were gone for the Montgomery bus boycott. Because back then, we knew as Black people, it took a freaking village, and we supported each other. And I don't have a doubt in my mind that the Black community in these United States of America and with the Shade Room, that you're going to support us so we can stand in a gap for us. We have to be our own heroes. We have to be our own Get Christy love. I'm not going to call no white superheroes. I'm calling Black ones. We've got to do that for us. We got to go back to how we were in segregation, because in segregation, we knew if we didn't do it for us, it wasn't going to get done. We cannot rely on integration and that they're going to come save us, because they're just not. We have to save ourselves. And the truth is, Black folks need to see heroes who look just like us. And that is exactly what we're doing.
Now, Rep Jones, are you incurring any cost or fines for your absence?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We get fined $500 a day. And the speaker just came out saying the little per diem we get, they're taking it. So we can't pay nothing. So we all going to be in the hole. This is a big sacrifice for us. I'm a lawyer for 30 years. I have people that I pay at my law firm. You know, I have a lease that I'm in at my law firm. I hope when I get back, I have a law firm, right? So, because people hired me. My son is a lawyer, but people hired me. So this is a sacrifice. My mother is elderly. My mother lives with me. So I've had to hand my mother off to somebody and say, can y'all please watch my mama for me while I'm gone? So, you know, so I was a caregiver. So this is serious. But when I think about it, if not now, then when? If not who? If not me, then who? We've got to do these things. It's difficult, but you want to know something? Stuff that's worthwhile ain't easy. And I've been Black all my life. And y'all look like y'all been Black all y'all's lives. Y'all know we had to be smarter, faster, stronger than other people. Don't play. Like, we have everything we need. God gave it to us, and we're going to stand in the gap for as long as we have. And if you go to Ron, what's the website where you guys can contribute to us? And I also know this, I'm running for Congressional District 18. Y'all see how I'm fighting now? That's how I'm gonna fight in CD 18, because we need somebody who is not afraid of Donald Trump. He's dumber than a box of rocks, and I'm a 30-year lawyer. So I'm not scared of him. I will vote against his stuff. I will investigate the hell out of him, and then we will impeach him. That's what the Democrats will do, and that is what the Texas Legislative Black Caucus is doing in the House Democratic Caucus. We all have to stick together. It's not just one of us. It's not just one of us. It's all of us, because they need 51. We need 51 to keep the quorum broken. And if they pick us off, then we'll be drawn back into slavery, drawn back into Jim Crow, drawn back into all those things. And so we've got to stay together. So I'm glad to be here where we at. We ain't telling you where we at with Ron, because we know we're going to fight, and everybody else, because we've got to stick together. Now's the time where we can't have any fighting amongst ourselves. We have to stick together. This is a very difficult situation for us to be in, but we're willing to do it, and we're willing to sacrifice.
Right.
I remember that line from New Jack City. We all we got. You know, we got to stick together.
That's right. That is so right.
That's it. Before we let you guys get out of here, I know you just gave us so much powerful information, but just to the roomies, just to maybe streamline it a little bit and just tell them, like, what do you want the message you want to just leave with the roomies right now?
The message I want to leave with is that, you know, we are our brothers and sisters keeper, and it's incumbent upon us to be the change that we want to see. We got to be on the front lines. We got to fight. We got to keep speaking truth to power, and we cannot bow to this dictator, this wannabe king that is trying to take our Black bodies back. And so it's incumbent upon us to fight like our lives depend on it, because guess what? They do. And it is incumbent upon us to carry the baton and not let them take us back on our watch. I will not surrender. And I encourage everyone to be on the front line, to get registered, to vote for people that are going to support access to healthcare, women's reproductive rights, climate, jobs, raising the minimum wage, criminal justice reform. We have so many issues that face our community, and the only way that we're going to tackle them is to make sure that we have adequate representation at every level of government. And now all skin folks and kin folks, we got to get rid of those sellouts, even if they look like us, and replace them with fighters that are willing to put it on the line and not sell our communities out.
And I ditto everything that Representative Reynolds said. At the end of the day, boils down to voting. And the really interesting thing is now, I think since we're so far removed from segregation and lynchings and separate but equal, that a certain group of people are just comfortable and they've made it and they think that they're fine. And I think that we have to go back to how we were again during segregation, where we were all responsible for each other. So if I did something down here and I was walking home, I caught a whooping from everybody as I went back. And then they went and told my mom on me. That's how it used to be. And all I'm saying is, when we did not have the right to vote, when we had to pay a poll tax, people actually died for us to have the right to vote. So it's really interesting to me that people now are like, voting doesn't matter. I'm not going to vote. I'm apathetic. Well, when you don't vote, when we don't vote, it allows people like Trump to get elected. And if they steal our votes, which is what they're trying to do with this racist redistricting map, I wonder how you're going to feel when you used to have the right to vote and you now don't have the right to vote. And you wonder why all the policies that they pass don't help you. Because let me be clear, they're trying to give police, we barely just got police accountability where you could sue the police and sometimes win. They're trying to take it back where the police get full immunity. So if they kill us, then no matter what, we can't get anything for it. That's wrong. They're trying not to pay living wages with unions. I'm a union girl. I'm a member of the Texas State Employees Union. That matters. We have got to go back and we have got to fight, because trust me, when the oppressors oppress, the first people that they oppress are dark-skinned people. Newsflash, we are those people. I do not see Donald Trump trying to save Social Security that we all paid into. So you pay into Social Security so that when you get older, you retire, you get a check so that you can live with dignity. He has literally taken our Social Security and for tax breaks for billionaires. Healthcare is important. You get Medicaid, you get Medicare. He is wiping people off of that. We all are one emergency away from being broke. So this matters.
And we see,
it's really interesting.
Let me say this. We see how quickly our history is being reversed. Every day is something new. So I just want to take a moment to thank you both for the work that you're doing. Thank you for the sacrifices that you are making. And trust and believe your words tonight have empowered lots of viewers tonight to do the work so that we can fight for our democracy at this point. So I know you guys are, I want you to stay safe wherever you are, and know that we are supporting you and we are with you in this fight. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for allowing us to use your platform to get that message out there. Thank you all.
Absolutely. And we would love to have you all back. So stay safe and keep us updated, okay?
All right. Thank you very, very, very much.
Absolutely. Right. And roomies, make sure you are registered to vote. That is so very important. You just heard everything that they said. You can make sure that you are registered and check your status over at vote.gov. Vote.gov. So go check that out.
Absolutely.
Yes. Let's talk about this. Dr. Damon Cobb from Bravo's Married to Medicine recently said in a live video that when men cheat, they're cheating against their kids. Do you think when men cheat, they're cheating on their kids too?
I think
1,000%.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. The hard truth is you inviting another man to raise your kids.
Ooh.
That's the hard truth.
Speak on it.
It's the hard truth. It's the hard truth. I mean, you don't know how that's gonna flip. It could be it's 50-50. Is she gonna, the moment y'all break up, is she gonna bring another man in to raise your kid? Or is she going to keep you as the main guy, man in her child's life, in y'all child's life, and wait till the child is older, and then introduce a new person? I personally have seen it on both sides, so you just don't know. So when you do cheat or you do have a kid with somebody, it is an invitation to let another man raise your child.
That's a good point, and
Well,
I
now
agree.
what if the woman cheats?
That, I mean, we all know how that goes. But
We don't
still,
cheat.
if your girl cheat and you leave, it's still 50-50 how it's gonna shape. So that what it comes down to, what Kiki says all the time, it is about selection. It all feel good when we know how making kids feel. That's why kids get here, because it feels so good to make them. But if you don't select the right person, the aftermath is terrible.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
I just I like that point, Tone, but it's so many reasons people split up outside of cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I just was following
but
the
are you
question.
inviting them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that you can. I get what you're saying, but I think you can raise your child and still be separate.
But I think so. But again, more times than not, you're an anomaly in your situation. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Um, but I just think if the woman has the child, it is a 50-50 flip. You don't know how it's gonna go. You don't know if she's gonna say, "Hey, you know what? I just want my baby to only know this guy." She's still dating people, but she's not going to introduce another man into the relationship. She gonna do it, or she gonna be like, "All right, you cheated on me. Forget that. I'm gonna go date blah blah blah." And he gonna be waking up with our baby, and then that relationship's gonna break, and then they're gonna invite another person into your baby life, and then that relationship's gonna break. But all the time,
Yeah.
nobody's realizing that now your kid looks at you as just like another dude that left. So it
Well, I tell you
again,
what.
it all starts with you. Selection, and then having the will not to cheat. I know the flesh is weak, but that's just, to me, that's just my life. That's what what I experienced. You just don't know how that's gonna break.
I get that. I get that. Well, let's bring in our next guest to get his thoughts on it. Roomies, I want y'all to welcome comedian and co-star of BT Plus upcoming show, The Hospital. Y'all give it up for Delay.
What's up, good people? What's going on?
Delay,
Delay,
what
what's
up,
happening,
killer?
brother?
Oh, I'm chilling. Roomies, I'm in the building. Roomies.
Now, we want to bring you in on the debate we were just having. When you cheat, do you cheat on your kids?
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Who cheat?
When people cheat, not you, Delay.
Oh, I was like, we just met. How you know I'm cheating? Wait a minute. wait a minute.
He's snitching, Delay. He's snitching.
Man, okay. Run it. Give me the whole thing. Unpack this whole thing for me, because I felt attacked for a second.
Okay.
Really?
So when people cheat, not Delay though.
Gotcha.
But
There you go.
yes, okay. So when people cheat in general, are they essentially cheating on their kids too?
You're cheating on your entire future. You're cheating on yourself. It's just a selfish move. Cheating is all about how you feel about what you want to attain and what you want to acquire. It's selfish. It's a selfish move. So of course you're going to drag in its casualties of cheating. You know what I mean? The kids, and now, in-laws if you're married, cousins who used to hang with you. It just destroys everything. So it's just no good. It's no good. I don't even my friends don't even cheat. I don't hang around nobody that's cheating. I just try to keep, you know what I mean? We just try to be the best men that we could be.
That makes
That's
sense.
right, Delay. I don't know no cheaters either. I don't hang out with no cheaters either.
Can't do it.
No, but for real, just to add my little piece on it as the woman's perspective, I don't know if y'all as kids can remember feeling your mother's pain. Anytime your mama not right and she's hurt by something, a child can feel that. So I think when Dr. Kime says you're cheating on your children, that's a part of what he means. Like you breaking your children's heart too. So keep that in mind when you're going out cheating.
That was good, Kiki. Kiki, that was really, really good.
Thank you, friend.
That was good. That was touching.
Thank you. But now that we have you here, I got to congratulate you on the new BET Plus show, The Hospital. We hear that Kev on Stage is a showrunner. So how has it been working with Kev on Stage?
Kev is, let me tell you, he's so holy. Look at his picture right now. Don't he look like he just tell the truth all again? Don't cheat. Look at him.
Yeah,
He's just holy and wholesome. He's a good guy. He's deserving of everything that he gets. He works hard. Him and his beautiful queen, who's the backbone behind that whole operation. Kev is just a dope guy, man. You know what I mean? He doesn't make it feel like anybody's under him. He makes it feel like, hey man, we're all a team and we try to get this mission accomplished. Let's all go make it happen. And the beauty of this project is he had a bunch of talented people, man. Like when we were on the set, it was actors, it was singers, it was comedians, and he just threw everybody in the pot together and kind of let everybody do their own thing. He knew everybody's special talent, so he didn't put any restraints on anybody. Any, no guardrails that was saying, hey, you shouldn't go here. He just let it. Y'all see, this is a really, really popping project, and I can't wait for y'all to see it.
Absolutely, I can't wait to check it out. Now, D-Lay, me and you, we both actors. They not, so they don't really know how hard it is to land a role. They don't understand how hard it is to land a role on a hit show. So I just tell these non-actors how even that role came about.
Listen, he only played himself on TV, by the way. Strong has only played himself in his project.
On what? Yes.
Wait a minute. How did y'all get the title of non-act? I mean, Stray. I mean, I don't know if that was a Stray. I think that was a direct hit.
It was like a sniper.
He played himself as a radio personality on the Parkers, D-Lay, back in the early 90s. Early 90s. Long time ago. And then he played himself again. He was doing something at a basketball game. I think he was the announcer, and he was on there quick. You had to go fast. You missed him.
Capone, I know what you're doing. You got to learn you first, okay? Then you go get your other characters. Right now, just work on your internal thespianism. You know what I mean? Put your thespianism on.
Spoken like a true actor to these non-actors. D, like, come on, man. I just try to explain to them.
I'm just a vessel. That's all I am. I'm a vessel.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, tell us though, seriously though, because that I mean, I always wondered that. I mean, a project like this is like you explained, got all these great people on it. How did you become a part of the show?
Man, Kev hit me up around that time and said, hey man, I got something that I'm working on. I would love for you to be a part of it. I don't have that much money. Let me tell you something. Anytime somebody start with, hey, listen, I got a dope project. I ain't got that much money. What they're trying to say is, you ain't getting paid for this, not for this. You know what I mean? Maybe you get something on the back end. But that goes to show you his relationships. He has great relationships with people. So when he called me, I was like, hey man, no problem. Got a chance to work with dope people like Tony Baker, to hear more, a plethora of talented people. And he assembled everybody in each sketch was just perfect for that sketch. You know what I mean? Like, in all of them are hits. Every last one of them are hits, especially the ones that I'm in. Yeah, you got to check out the ones I'm in. If you don't see nothing else, go see the ones that I'm in, because I'm in them. I was just jumping. It was scenes I wasn't even in. I'm like, what y'all read? Oh, we was already here. Okay, well, I'm already here now. So you might as well. You see how I utilize my area? You see how you got to utilize what's around you? You know what I mean? You just told me you already filming. I'm already here. Who said cut? You know what I mean? Wrote it. So I just maximize my opportunities. That's pretty much where I'm at with mine.
All right, now D-Lay, you had went viral on TikTok for a love gone bad, and a lot of people couldn't tell if D was real or fake. Okay, so is D real?
That's crazy. They still can't tell. See, the problem with being a thespian is a lot of times I get locked into my character, and a lot of times my character becomes my reality. You see, art can imitate life. What you want to do is you want to hesitate to articulate about things you're not sure about. So where I'm at right now in my position in my life is promoting this amazing project called The Hospital, and just trying to cleanse my mind and my body and get myself together, you know what I mean, spiritually, because everybody needs to be grounded spiritually. That's pretty much where I'm at with mine. And and as a thespian, I need to be grounded. You know what I mean? Roomies, if I'm out of pocket, let me know.
I feel you,
know what I mean? If I'm out of pocket, let me know. That's where I'm at with mine. So yeah, go check out that project, man. It's an amazing project. And a lot of the other things that I'm doing, I'm on tour. Yeah, aside for those things that you were trying to throw in there and weave in there, I'm on tour, the Wait a Minute Comedy Tour.
Okay.
I'll be in Houston, Texas, August 10th at the Punchline. So you can go get your tickets right now. Don't get them from these strange sites because people are starting to scalp my tickets. You can go to itsdelay.com, itsdlai.com.
There it is.
Shout out Miss Zoe Zane. She said, Delay, you did not answer that question. But
What happened?
We're going to let you slide. Didn't he duck and dodge that question, Zane?
You know what's crazy, Kiki? I didn't even know you. Did y'all ask me a question? You know, this Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
the Wi-Fi.
yeah.
Here's the thing about StreamYard. See, when you on StreamYard, a lot of times, I don't know what type of bandwidth you guys are dealing with, but a lot of times, if you don't have the proper amount of bandwidth, then it's not going to be able to sustain, you know what I mean?
Baby, I got all the bandwidth you need, Delay. I'm not
the bandwidth. Now you know that sound nasty. Now you know that sound nasty.
It did.
Bandwidth you need. If you talking bandwidth, I'm bandwidth bay.
Okay.
I am bandwidth bay. Yes.
Now let me see if you got the bandwidth to answer this question. Okay.
Let's go.
Tell us what makes a good joke and who is your number one favorite comedian?
I don't know if I have a favorite comedian. I like a lot of comedians. What makes a good joke is when you didn't see it coming. You know what I mean? Once, you know, and when I watch comedy, it's hard sometimes to watch, you know, as a patron. It's hard to watch as a consumer of it because I'm such a student of it. So I'm always trying to figure out where the punchline is going. But to see something and I'm thinking it's going one way and the comedian turns the page and makes it go another way and land that punchline like that right there. That's what comedy is. It's just, you know, it's unexpected. It's unexpected laughter. That's what makes you respond the way you respond to laughter. But man, it's a bunch of dope comedians right now. Ali Sadiq, that's my brother. He's the hottest. Love Earthquake. It's a bunch of Chappelle, of course, but it's a bunch of fire. Got Sydney Castillo. It's some cats that get busy.
Okay.
I want to play this game with you real quick.
Okay.
Okay. It's called Who's Headlining. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 3 comics, and then you tell me who would be the headliner on this show. The headliner you would like to see. I mean, all these comics are headliners, so you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So
Zach, this is a good segment, Zach. I like what you're doing. I like how you're separating yourself from the bunch. You try to put yourself in a position. If things start to turn, the Zach already established. I got my own segment. You know what I mean? Right now, you see, if you get back to the episode with me and Delay, I was already asking him questions like that, setting myself up for my own segment. I call it Zach Boogie segment.
Yeah,
the Zach Boogie segment.
See, that's what I'm saying, Delay. You got it.
Man, I'm just a vessel. That's all.
You a visionary, brother.
That's all. I'm just a vessel.
All right. So who's headlining this lineup? Steve Harvey, J. Anthony Brown, Said the Entertainer.
Ooh, that's pretty. That's good. All of them dogs. I'm gonna go with J. Anthony Brown headlining that.
Ooh, Said first, then Steve, or Steve first, then Said.
Man, they can. That's let Steve go because you like to see Steve in this host position. You like to kind of see him set things up. So let Steve go first.
I like it. Okay, that was good. Here we go. Here's another
headline. Shout out to Said the Entertainer, man. The cap out beside I got the headline.
I mean, they like he said, they all dogs.
We ain't letting no Q headlines, Zach.
All right, let's do this.
So you got now to work through controversy. Sometimes when you're on air, you have to learn how to work through controversy. See, right there was a controversial moment. But what you did is you took a beat and you were professional about it instead of jamming. Because you could have jammed. You could have went for the jam. It shows your professionalism. Brother, let me tell you something, Zach. I'm going to talk to the people over at roomies.com and get you what you need. Because they got a different website.
Yes.
I got
you. People become a actor and then they do all this. But let's do this. Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle.
I like them. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Tony Rock, Corey Holcomb, D-Ray Davis. Who headlines?
D-Ray Davis.
Ooh. Okay. Chicago.
On.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all I got for you, D-Lay. But I do want you to stick around for this next debate. Stay right there. Don't move. Okay.
Great segment, Zach Boogie.
All right, here, let's do it. Angie Martinez. Shout out to Angie Martinez. She just had a black party. Also, her day. Shout out to my girl, Angie Martinez. Well, she said she's concerned about social media and the opinions on social media. Like, everybody's got them. Check out my girl, Angie. Let's take a listen.
I think really we should really all care less about having an opinion on everything. You don't have to have an opinion on everything. And you for sure as hell don't have to share your opinion about everything. And that's weird because I'm on the radio, I have a podcast, I share opinions a lot. But I just feel like social media has gotten us in an age where everybody feels like they have to have an opinion about every single thing. And they're not always informed opinions.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Has social, and this for everybody, but D-Lay, I want you in on this. Has social media made us too opinionated?
Absolutely. That's what it's about. That's what the people that thrive, the people that are the most opinionated, they get the most attention. And that's what it's all about. It's about attention. Attention begets engagement. You know what I mean? So when you get that engagement, and it's just like people that start off with that, when TV was hot and 15 minutes of fame, it's the same situation. People get that attention on their page for being opinionated about something, no matter how negative, no matter how positive, no matter what it is, it was just opinionated, and they get all this traffic. So now here comes the drug. Now the drug is kicked in. Oh, okay, I got to say something else. And now you got to try to outdo yourself. And now now you're in this competition with yourself in trying to be the most opinionated about anything. And then you become a shock jock. You know what I mean? So, you'll lose your identity and getting too caught up in being opinionated instead of being just a real person.
Yeah. That makes sense. What about you, Tom?
No, I mean, I think I think it's okay for people to have opinions. I'm not, you don't have to like every opinion. It's kind of like you said, like from the age of TV, social media has turned everybody into channel 277 when you were like wondering who is watching channel 277. When there's about 8 people that watch it and they love the host of channel 277. And like you said, they turn into shock jocks. They turn into people that are going there, victims to their likes, victims to whatever that they think is going to be the next hot thing and the next hot take. So
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
okay with it. I'm okay with it because we don't have to listen to them.
No, I'm not okay with it.
Okay.
Because look, when we was in school, think about it. When we was in school, you had classes for certain people. Okay? You had classes for certain people. You had rooms for certain people. You did things for certain people. When it was time for graduation, yes, everybody got to graduate, but not everybody got to speak. Okay? And it was a reason that it was a reason for that.
You just made me think about something. Hear me out and hear me good. Now, I think you should be entitled to your opinions. I think, it's a good thing, but it's become an environment in which everybody is so opinionated. What happened to diaries? You remember when you would just be able to write your stuff in the diary and it would be your opinion. It'll be how you felt about this situation on this day at this time. And you wrote it. And guess what? Nobody knew how crazy you was. You just stayed in your own little crazy pocket. But now that you're going to be vocal about it, you can be visual about it. People can get a chance to come in and chime in on things you say. This freedom of this internet. I'm going to tell you something. They need to start giving out internet restrictions, meaning like, hey man, you be tripping, you be saying some wild stuff. You can't touch no social media platforms for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It's like on your own house arrest.
Like a timeout. Yeah.
You know what I mean? What happened to diaries? Do you remember when people would hide their diary because you had some deep, dark, opinionated stuff in this diary? What happened to the diary? Remember the pen that would go on the side of the diary? What happened to the screen to keep yourself on? What happened to the diary? We need the diary back. There's too many opinionated people. Shut up.
Think about it. Even when we did the group projects, it was everybody worked on the project, but only one person was talking. So everybody don't need to talk.
That's why certain students ate first.
I think the issue with social media is that people have a soapbox with no accountability.
You know what?
So you could just say whatever you want, get it off, and there's no accountability for what you're saying. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the most opinionated people on the internet. That's why I'm here in the shade room, okay? But when they turned them Instagram locations on, baby, I almost moved about the country, okay? I said, not they can find me. That's the part that I think people get, get away with. There's no accountability there. So I 100% agree with Angie Martinez on that.
But Kiki, to your point of accountability, at least you get on camera and say yours. At least we know it's you, whether we know where you're at or not.
Right.
People are talking with fake pages. You don't have to have any account. Like, you can just be a dot, an egg, and say whatever the hell you want. That's what needs to stop.
Right.
At least be able to point the person out.
I agree.
I'm not talking no more pages without a profile pic. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you send me a heartfelt man. I'm not saying nothing else to you because they got the most to say. They got the absolute most to. And I don't want to say I know you ugly. I just know it because nobody would be that opinionated being pretty. You know what I mean? You would be like, hey, look, Kiki, like, look, this is my face. I'm gonna talk my talk, yada yada yada. But those people with the pages, they burn me. But listen, it's a double-edged sword. We love it and then we hate it. We love to hear people that are being opinionated, but then sometimes when they're being opinionated about things we don't really want them to be opinionated about, be like, hey man, shut up. You know what I mean? But we're talking about the people that every day, and we all know them, that every day you see them, they are talking about something that is negative.
Yeah.
Something.
Yes.
Just it becomes a part of your DNA. It becomes your shtick. It becomes the thing that people know you for. So now they tune in for it, and people love negativity. Even when positivity lies like right up under it. You're like, I don't hear nobody. Keep telling me the other stuff though.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact. I mean, they know me from the Parkers. But man, before we let you go, man, when does the hospital premiere, and then are you on tour anytime soon? What's going on?
Shout out to Professor Ogilvy. I got a tour going on right now. Waiting. It's your castmate, fam. That's your castmate. That's your castmate, fam.
Hey. I had no scenes with Professor Ogilvy.
We didn't see. I see you not being a real thespian now. You're not being a real thespian. A real thespian.
I scenes with him.
I wish. So wait, maybe I missed the stick about Professor Ogilvy. I just know he was a character on there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. God bless you.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I got my own tour going on right now, the Wait a Minute comedy tour. I've been to Florida last week, did Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Naples, and August 10th, Sunday, I'll be in Houston, Texas at the Punchline, August 10th, Houston, Texas. In California, the following week, I'm pulling up on YouTube. I'm gonna be in San Jose. Then I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna be back in Atlanta for August 23rd at the City Winery. I'm loaded. So go to itsdelayed.com for all of my dates. I'm still adding dates.
All right.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you, man.
Sounds good.
And again, congratulations on the hospital.
Thank you, Tone. I appreciate y'all. Zach, I appreciate you. Kiki, I appreciate y'all.
Thanks for being here. You got to come back.
Absolutely.
I definitely will.
Shout out to D-Lay. He was a lot of fun.
I'll tell you, they weren't lying, man. That dude is just like, he's just funny. He just wanted to turn everything funny.
Yeah.
So now that we've established, you're a thespian, let's get into what is happening on TSR Investigates. It is a good one per usual, but let's see what Justin Carter has been up to.
Let's do it.
Gloria, hallelujah. What the? Big Glow caught up with the Popo. Make it make sense. We first told you last month a group tried breaking into Glorilla's $2.6 million Georgia mansion while she was out of town. So why is it Glow who ended up in jail?
You have to start with what the law is.
The marijuana police found in her home was enough to do it, but the Shade Room is digging. The 911 call.
She hears them possibly in the garage. There's a black Jeep wagon in the garage.
What you need to know before you call police to report a crime, and the steps that lawmakers are taking to make sure what happened to Glow doesn't happen to you.
Just a prime example of why we need laws.
I'm Justin Carter on ground in Forsyth County, Georgia. This is TSR Investigates.
Wow. Oh, yeah,
bottom of the case.
That's a good one, Justin. And you wonder why black people don't like calling the police.
Hello. The police that cut then Paul Zach. What happened? The feds coming in there, Zach. Hold on.
Freeze.
Oh, we back.
Am I back?
You back?
Yeah, you back.
Am I back? They trying to get me now, y'all. I gotta go, man.
Look, I don't want you to go to jail like Glow, but we definitely gonna be checking out TSR Investigates with Justin Carter to get to the bottom of what really happened with that case. So, of course, roomies, we've been a lot of places tonight. We always appreciate you tapping in, and we'll be back next week with more Shade Room headlines, debates, and trending topics.
Yes, and make sure you like and subscribe to Shade Room's YouTube channel so you never miss exclusive Shade Room news and interviews.
Hell yeah. Until next time. I'm at the crib, bro. I'm chilling. I'm ready to start drinking. You see, I got behind me. Until next time, represent the culture with excellence. Woo woo.
Woo woo.
It's been a long time coming.